You feel really good, especially when a guy like Cedric Mullins, a guy that, for me, I know personally, I know how hard he has worked, is starting to get breaks go his way, and he's starting to show everyone again why Cedric Mullins is such a talented player, and you just can't give up on him, okay? So let's go back to this last night here. Everyone remembers this if you watched it. This is arguably the game of the year for the Orioles. 5-5, man on second base. Clay Holmes is in there. And look, I just mentioned that Cedric has not had his best fair share of luck. Things haven't gone his way. Well, guess what? He's going to continue to battle. And Clay Holmes, even though he's had some trouble recently, he's going to throw a pitch right over the heart of a plate. It's going to be a curveball or slider here. And you're going to see it's going to be hanging right over the middle. Oh, I don't like that color. There we go. Let's make it definitive. It's going to be hung. Not Cedric's best swing, but his mindset right now is he's thinking, I got to go right back up the middle. Let's make it simple, okay? So right in the middle, and that is right down Broadway. Not the best hit ball, but guess what? It's falling, and the Orioles are getting the lead. And here's another thing. You're not going to see it on the overthrow. But Santander scores. Cedi ends up on second. Why? Because if we're going to go back and look at this for one quick second here, Verdugo absolutely airmails the cutoff guy. Cutoff guy's right here. Okay? And I don't blame it. You're trying to make a play at the plate. It makes sense. No doubt about it. However, when you miss the cutoff man, Cedric's a smart player. He's taking second base because that's what you got to do. And again, that's heads up players. That's what you think that you're taught, but it's another thing to execute it. Cedric was always executing even when he was not hitting the baseball the way that he wanted, okay? So, shall we keep moving with the program? I think we should. Beautiful. And it was a close play. Don't get me wrong, but this is what happens when you miss the cutoff. Now, I want you guys to watch, and if I can take this part out, maybe. Oh, no, can't cancel. Nope, cancel. You can't really see it right here, and I apologize, but right here is Cedric Mullins, okay? And Cedric is going to work on getting his secondary lead to try to take second base. Actually, let me back this up. He's not taking a secondary lead. He is trying to time up Holmes here to take third base. So if you watch closely down here, and I know I apologize for my space here, you're going to see Ced continue to gain ground. And then he's going to get a running start here, and that's what's going to put so much pressure on Jose Trevino behind the plate. So ready, here it is. Said he's going. No chance. Momentum, and that ball's in the outfield. And the Orioles, and shout out Jemai Jones, former teammate of Ryan Ripken and former Oriole. But you understand then of just how hard it is to stop Cedric Mullins because of these instinctive plays. And I know it's not the best time for him overall, right? But again, let's play that one more time so you guys can really get it down. He is going to time up as soon as Clay is starting his motion back there. I wish I could draw eyes like a smiley face, but Holmes is going to take his eyes back to home plate right here. And as soon as he does, right there, Cedric is going to start taking off. See ya. And let's watch it again. Yeah, baby. Sorry, Trevino, you're a good kid. Jemai Jones, love you, man. I actually do. He's a great guy. But 0-2 count again. 0-2 count in a big situation then, it became an 0-2 count, but Cedric Mullins taking matters into his own hands, making things happen. Orioles win 7-6. Now, Brad, if you don't mind, can you play for our listeners out there this clip from Cedric Mullins? We talked about his work ethic, and it's been hard, but listen to Cedric's response after this game last night between the Orioles and the Yankees.
Coach Ryan Fuller said a few weeks ago, you've been in the pain cave. Are you now out of the pain cave? Because it certainly looks that way.
No, I'm not out yet. I'm still being diligent with my early work. The confidence is there, putting some good swings on the ball, starting to get the results.
So you heard it right there. Are you out of the cave yet? No. I got to keep putting the work in. We got a lot more to go, and that's what I'm talking about, a guy being a pro's pro. Just because things are starting to come together a little bit for Ced, he knows he's got to get better. He knows he's going to keep going because he is still not satisfied with what his production should be. And guess what? Let's flash forward to today then, shall we? Because Cedric Mullins then, in his first at-bat, you can see it. It's heels change up right here, and I got to back it up here because it's just so dang quick. Here we go. It's going to be right down here, part of the plate. And this is what's a great sign for Orioles fans. If you watch some of the breakdowns I've done with Cedric, he likes to drive the baseball out to right center, right field, whatever it may be. I'm completely fine with that if that's how he wants to do it, especially on pitches away. Having said that, Cedric then has to just make sure that this front shoulder is in. Does that look pretty in to you guys? I think so. Front shoulder is closed. And again, to re-emphasize that, if you're closed off, that means then your hands have a better chance to fly through the baseball quicker. But if you open up just a hair too early, your bat can be a little bit slow. All right? So Cedric is closed off here. You can see it right there with the shoulder, right? I don't know if I like that drawing, but it's closed off. Pitch is going to be away. Shoulders in, and let's send this ball to the moon. Beautiful. And there it is. Mr. Cedric Mullins having some moments here. And look, I'm not a guy that's going to sit here and people go, Ryan, you're just too positive. You're just going to say that about every guy. Well, no, I'm going to be objective about the guys that I know. And the guy that I know, Cedric Mullins, is capable of doing so much for this ball club. And I'm going to keep saying the same phrase, besides that the O's are fine. Hang with Ceddy. Hang with these veterans. Austin Hayes going into this game was hitting .394. That'll be a future breakdown. But that's what I got for this. Hang with Cedric Mullins, an instant impact player for this series as the Orioles took 2 of 3. And again, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. We do stuff like this more times than you can probably imagine. We're going to keep doing it more and more to give you the insight that you want.